Nice, we did it. Read a brief look at Infra-Materialism. Okay. Why don't we do that right now? Because that's an introduction to the Infra-Materialist theory intended for a general audience. You can tell this particular copy has spent a lot of time in someone's back pocket. Okay, there's nothing else to do here, I guess. Oh.
In the most
Hey,
yes,
the scroll is broken again.
Specifically.
Comrades der Bahn.
We have been known to get
Precisely.
within the contours of Mazovian. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, let's read the book right now. Brief look at Infra-Materialism. The cover of this pocket-sized volume features a swirl of orange, yellow, and green. The title, A Brief Look at Infra-Materialism, is set on an authoritative yet approachable serif font. On the inside jacket flap, you find a brief summary. What is Infra-Materialism? A highly theoretical branch of Mazovian communism? A collection of mysterious ramblings by a discredited revolutionary? Or possibly both? This brief look, TM, introduces readers to one of this century's most fascinating and misunderstood theories in a concise, jargon-free manner. So far, so good. You turn to the table of contents. The guide itself is divided into several sections with seemingly esoteric titles like Effects of Plasma on Root Vegetables and Mental Projection and Transference. There's also a brief introduction about the life of Ignace Nilsson. Read the introduction. Known to his numerous admirers as the evangelist of the revolution, and to his even more numerous enemies as the apocalyptic Shrike, Ignace Nilsson remains one of the most controversial and fascinating figures to emerge in the years of anti-centennial revolution, second only to Krasnozov himself. During his unparalleled life, he helped guide a revolution in one country and found a new state in another. Along the way, he committed some of the most notorious war crimes in an era famed for its atrocities. And yet, his most fascinating contribution to history may be the most overlooked, his theory of ideological plasm, from which his followers and successors developed in the school of communism known as Infra-Materialism. First chapter. If you're like most people, you probably believe that your thoughts reside in your brain, right? Completely backwards. You think with your hands. Always have. Right? I'm more of a tactile guy. I let my fingers guide me. It's common for some developmentally delayed children to confuse the sides of sensory input with the side of cognition. But let's get back to Ignace Nilsson, shall we? As Mazov's a devoted comrade and leading theoretician, Nilsson was responsible for developing much of the intellectual foundation of communism, but his interests and speculations were famously wide-ranging. During his final years in exile, he produced, among other things, an early guide to homebrewing, instructions for raising revolutionary children, plans for a universal pictographic language, and a detailed materialist critique of Dolores Day's chess strategy. But one subject he returned to time and time again was the fundamental relationship between thoughts and matter. We may yet discover, he wrote in his notebooks, that under certain exceptional circumstances, the proletariat's embrace of historical materialism may be so fervent that their beliefs take form in the world of matter as a kind of revolutionary plasm. Hold on, can you put that in slightly more basic terms? Certainly. In essence, Nilsson was arguing that though thoughts don't just reside inside the brain, they radiate outward from it. According to this idea, the brain is an ideological transponder, constantly emanating waves of highly politicized energy, which Nilsson called plasm. So basically, whatever we think, our political energy radiates from our brain. Whoa. Well, was right. What's more, Nilsson speculated this plasm, when it comes powerful enough, might begin to influence the material reality surrounding it, hence the name Infra-Materialism. So, influencing the material around you with your plasm. Unfortunately, Nilsson passed away before he was able to develop these initial ideas into a full-fledged theory. That work was left to subsequent generations of communist theorists. Building on Nilsson's basic insight, these theorists reached a startling conclusion that a sufficiently revolutionary state might begin to exhibit certain extra-physical effects based on the amount of plasma generated by its citizens. Wait, so this isn't even Nilsson's theory, it's followers? Correct. Though certain particulars of the theory are commonly attributed to Nilsson himself, the evidentiary basis of those attributions have always been a point of contention between Infra-Materialists and their critics. So these people are just saying that enough people just believe in communism, it will come true. The actual theory is slightly technical, but for the purposes of this brief look TM, that's a fine working definition of the concept. That's because this is absolute DC, not even worth engaging with. Alright, let's hear about this extra physical stuff. Infra-Materialists divide the extra physical effects of the revolutionary state by the level of plasm acquired to achieve them. At the lowest, or first level of revolutionary plasm, is believed to stimulate or invigorate matter without altering its essential properties. That sounds like the business with the turnips. Precisely, although plasm does more than increase vegetable yields, it may also influence the physiology of revolutionaries themselves. It has also been postulated that plasm may account for the remarkably full and manly facial hair observed on many communist males. Stroke your beard proudly. Of course, infra-materialists argue that revolutionary plasm may stimulate human physiology in other ways as well. Oh yeah, we're talking about white-hot communist... SEX, baby. That's correct. Reports from the revolutionary period claim that the most radically devoted communards were able to engage in the most vigorous intercourse for up to 8 hours at a time. Okay, cool, whatever. That's crazy. 8 hours. There's no way. Your equipment would be mashed to jelly. Ah, I don't want to hear about this. No wonder the communards couldn't shoot straight. They were too shagged out. Interesting. Sexual euphoria increased sensitivity to stimulation. If you didn't know better, you'd say this plasm stuff sounds a lot like being on amphetamines. And on that note, you feel like you've gotten the general idea of infra-materialism, enough to carry on a basic conversation at least. But if you'd like to go even deeper into some of the more speculative aspects of the theory, you can always read further. The book fits quite snugly into your palm. It would also fit comfortably into a jacket pocket. Okay. Let's keep reading. You flip forward a few pages until you come upon a chapter titled Mental Projection and Transference. When a community has achieved a sufficiently high degree of revolutionary fervor, infra-materialists believe that the second level effects may be observed. At the second level, certain hyper-revolutionary individuals may even develop the ability to extend their thoughts through material space and vice versa. Wait, does that mean communists can read minds? According to infra-materialist theory, yes, under suitably revolutionary conditions, that is. Ooh. It's become something of a folk legend that during their final meeting, Nelson and Mazov didn't speak a single word, preferring to sit in silence with a chamomile tea, reading one another's thoughts. That's probably not how it happened. One of the minor tragedies of the late revolutionary period is that few reliable accounts survive. Much of what we know about the communards' activities during this period come from memoirs and secondhand accounts, some only written down decades after the fact and of dubious authenticity. So why do these effects only work for hyper-revolutionary communists? Because plasm has never been directly observed. The exact mechanism behind these effects remains entirely speculative. Psst, you know what else lets you feel like you can read minds? Spooky old religion. This should be more than enough for a stimulating discussion. That said, if you're still yearning for more, let's finish. You breeze through the next several sections until you arrive at the final chapter, titled A Communism Above Reality. When a society's revolutionary fervor reaches the third and highest level, infra-materialist theoreticians have postulated that the laws of physics cease to be laws. What do they become then? More like suggestions, according to some of the SRV's leading infra-materialists. Of course, it's impossible to say what exactly happens under these conditions. No known society has ever achieved the levels of revolutionary enthusiasm the theory seems to require. Some infra-materialists have even argued that it might require more plasm than humanity alone may be capable of producing. Wait, there are non-human forms of plasm? In the SRV, there have been attempts to organize certain species of aquatic mammals as well as a few of the higher corvids. But as of this writing, only human beings have demonstrated the intellectual capacity for revolutionary communism. Has anyone ever gotten close to reaching the third level? There are numerous stories of Samara involving bandits or fascist mercenaries being levitated by farmers from the most ideologically advanced communes. Of course, few of these incidents have ever been rigorously investigated or substantiated. Among known attempts to channel third-level capabilities, the most well-documented is the curious case of coalition warship Debutante. I got to know what that's about. It concerns the interesting series of events that took place during the invasion of Reversal. As coalition forces made landfall, a cadre of Nelson's most fervent acolytes attempted to compress a coalition aerostatic with their collective will. According to Communard lore, these acolytes positioned themselves at the top of Redoubt, just over the Bay of Revachol. From that vantage, they provided to visualize pinching coalition warship debutante between their fingers, a gesture believed to assist in the extraphysical materialization of their thoughts. Should have used their finger pistols instead. Pew pew. Haha. There's no evidence that the Communards were equipped with finger pistols, though it's unlikely that they would have decisively altered the outcome. The acolytes, along with the Redoubt, were vaporized in an artillery strike before the process could be completed. Picture the lot of them, all standing with their fingers in the air 1 minute, then reduced to a bloody mist. It's been said, though, that in the weeks following the battle, the captain of the debutante noted an increase in incidents of crewmen striking their heads on unexpectedly low bulkheads. Of course, the colorful anecdotes only scratch the surface of what Infra-Materialists believe may be possible in a truly third-level society. What would a third-level society even look like? Some have theorized that such a society would be fundamentally unrecognizable, lacking many of the institutions that we typically take for granted in advanced societies, including organized governments, financial institutions, and law enforcement. Others have argued that people living under third-level conditions will be immune to such infirmities as hunger, disease, and mental illness. In some of his later writings, Nilsson himself speculated about the potential for an extra-physical architecture that disregards the laws of bourgeois physics and instead relies on the revolutionary faith of the people for structural integrity, meaning the buildings will stay up because the people believe they'll stay up. Precisely, Nilsson observed that the financial system operates on the principle of faith, so why not an architectural system? On the following page, you come across a few black and white reproductions from Nilsson's own notebooks. One sketch depicts a government ministry shaped like a great inverted pyramid, a hectare in width at the top, bell-to-top foundations the size of common apartments. Another depicts a leaning tower wrapped in a dramatic helix. The caption beneath it reads, "The Tower of History." Something about the tower looks awfully familiar. Could it be that's what the students were trying to recreate with the matchboxes? Ah. Wait, but what if the people stop believing and the buildings collapse? In the corner of one of the reproduced notebook pages, you can make out the following words written in Nelson's distinctive slashing script. "A state that has lost the faith of its people has forfeited the right to exist." This might be too much even for me. Plausible or not, there's something beautiful about this idea. Is there any more? That's alright, because you reached the end of this book. Okay, so I want to go back to that part. Let's see. Nelson called it the highest expression of communist principle, a society whose literal foundation is the faith of its people. Plausible or not, there's something beautiful about this idea. Is there any more? There's no more. You've reached the outer theoretical limits of communism in less than 200 pages. We did it. Alright, let's get to our thought.
Wasteland of reality. Congrats, you're sober. It will take a while for your body to remember how to metabolize anything that isn't sugar from alcohol. So you're going to be pretty ravenous soon. Eat plenty. You can expect your coordination and balance to improve in a couple of weeks. In 2 months, you might start sleeping like a normal person. Full recovery will take years, though. It'll be depressing, and it'll be boring. Don't expect any further rewards or hand claps. This is how normal people are all the time.
Insomnia, sober, boring. Return of the self. No positive effects from alcohol. Dang. That's so interesting. It's actually a very bad thought to complete. The benefits are not very good at all. We could do finger pistols. It's only an hour. Humpty Dumpty Dom Center would be interesting too. No positive effects from alcohol. Return to the group discussion. We can continue that now. Are there any other thoughts? Doing motorway south would be nice. Should we just get rid of this? Psyche? Ah, it's +1 to all psyche, though. Hmm. Okay, if it's +1 to all psyche, though, it negates Inland Empire and Suggestion. Okay. So Volition, Empathy, Authority, and Spirit Decor are what get boosted. Okay, so it's not that bad. +1 psyche is pretty nice. I think we could drink alcohol before we go to sleep just to mark off this, one of our tasks. Too. Okay, let's keep this thought in just in case, and maybe we can keep talking to these guys. Actually, no, I'm okay with getting rid of it. We can continue our conversation and maybe complete one of these thoughts. Cleaning out the rooms. I really want to do that one. Probably don't have enough time for that. Maybe we can do Wompty Dumpty Dom Center in the time we talk to them. Actually, talking to them makes a lot of time pass. So let's try cleaning out the rooms and we can cancel this. And let's do cleaning out the rooms. Internalize. Okay. Okay, cool.
You're back.
I can ask about the
Nothing,
matchboxes
just-
again. Oh. Yeah, doesn't work. I'm ready. Let's talk about Infra-Materialism.
Yes.
His companion leans forward, ready to jump in. They're impressed that you've dove right into the most advanced parts of the theory. Half an hour evaporates, and the conversation is still wending its way toward new and unexpected places. Let's see how much time passed. Cleaning out the rooms. It's still 0%. Okay. I think because it's so late, time stops at a certain period so that you don't get too ahead of yourself. So I think we might be frozen here. Okay, I guess we should have saved this for later when we wanted more time to pass, so maybe we can come back here in the evening. Tomorrow evening. A cool breeze coming off the bay wraps itself around the Cape Side apartments, in a nearly forgotten part of that glorified construction site, surrounded by a rusted piece of scaffolding and walls of faded tarpaulin. A detective of the RCM debates the intricacies of an abstruse theory with a pair of university students. All I'm saying, if you want to get really extra physical, Pyrrolidon is the way to go. I'm still trying to figure out how the Pale fits into all of this.
The two phenomena are actually deeply intertwined.
He nods.
Many infra-materialists believe that Pale is actually a manifestation of nostalgia and historical inertia. Those same theorists have hypothesized that revolution may in fact create a counterforce that prevents the Pale from expanding.
Now the breeze has subsided. All is still, except for the last bits of steam arising from the coffee pot.
Well, on that note, I think we can call it an evening.
Yes. One of our better discussions lately, on the whole.
Hang on, is that it?
What do you mean, is that it? You've done the reading, we talked about it. What more do you expect from a reading group?
What if I have more questions about, communism?
Well, you could always ask, I guess.
The two young men look at each other a
We
moment.
probably won't get a better chance. Honestly.
But it's getting late, so maybe pick the most important question.
Did all the reading haunted by lost love? That's the most important question about communism. Oh my gosh. But it's getting late, so maybe pick the most important question. I need a minute to think
Come
about
on.
it.
We have things to do in the morning.
We can't ask this later, though, right? I don't know. I'll save it for later.
He says he doesn't have any questions, Steban.
Are you absolutely sure? A communist can't be afraid to ask questions, just because they don't know what the answer might be.
In other words, you'll forfeit their respect if you back out now. Our rhetoric is so low, though. It sucks. Oh, what should I do? What should I do? Oh, I wish I could boost my rhetoric right now. Frick. I could put in a skill point. I have 3. Well, let's level it up at least once. See if that helps. No, it didn't help at all. Ah! Alright, here we go. We're devoting all your available brain cells to coming up with a question about communism. Scratch that. To coming up with the question about communism. The alpha omega of communist questions. And that is... Oh, gosh, that's bad. Sure, I can think of something better. Maybe in another life, but not this one. Face it, this is the question that's been simmering inside you all along. Hang on, I thought I was really getting into the theory back there. Sure, you spent some time getting lost in your theoretical labyrinths, but this has been the beast at the center this whole time. Maybe I should give this one to myself. It's too late. You've already opened your mouth to speak. A Roman bourgeois. The young man gives you a slightly confused look, as though he's sure you asked something else and simply misheard. No, he heard you crystal clear. Somehow it sounded even worse out loud. He only said what everyone was thinking. Look around. Do you see any woman here?
He wants to know if women are bourgeois, Stepan.
Yes, I heard him. Give me a moment.
He takes a deep breath and then turns to you.
What makes you ask that question above any other?
Because they can't handle me. Because I can't handle them. I'm a sorry excuse for a man. Because they won't let me forget the life we used to have together. I don't know. It's just my brain. What my brain told me to say.
Ah, gendarme. Your problem isn't ideological, it's personal. You ask that question because you're still under the influence of ideology. That's natural. You're like a fish that's only now discovering that her whole life has been dictated by the movements of sea currents. That's what ideology is. It's like there are these invisible forces everywhere, pushing and tugging you this way and that, and you don't even know they're there.
What does this have to do with communism?
Everything, man. That is part of the communist project, to destroy the ideological structures that reduce men and women to these hollow shells of identity. Do you know the story of Dobrova and Abadanais?
I thought that was just gibberish you made it for the passphrase.
No. They were the revolutionary lovers, the dual commissars of revolution in Insulinda. Yulia Dobrova came from Grad. Jean Abadanais was born in Reversal. She was brilliant, charismatic, a revolutionary comet. He was her partner and stabilizer, the planet who kept her in orbit.
What became of them, though? There seems to be a blank paragraph in the history books.
It's from them we get the notion
Legendary.
of dual leadership, the Decomptage, Reversal's truly great contribution to revolutionary thought. I believe it even persists in some form in the RCM, even to this day.
What happened to them?
They died on their own terms, like real revolutionaries. There's a lot to say for that.
What does this question say about me?
Yes, that's the question you should be asking yourself.
His companion nods, but offers no further solace. So you're saying women are the only bourgeois because of ideology?
There's more to it than that. People still make their own choices. It's a matter of being aware of what's influencing them.
I need to take some time to think about all this. The young man nods but says nothing. He appears to be distracted by something. He's wrestling with some question of his own. He is lost in his own thoughts. You wonder what silt you've stirred in the bottom of his soul. Of course, the matchboxes. You nearly forgot to ask about them. Now may be your last chance. The matchboxes. You're trying to make the tower from Nilsson's journal.
So you really did read all the way to the end?
A sheepish grin.
Yeah. Uli and I were trying to see whether there was enough plasm between the two of us to hold up a few matchboxes.
Saying it out loud makes him realize how foolish it sounds.
It was just a little informal experiment. No reason to take it too seriously.
We should try again, all of us. The young man looks at you a moment, then at his companion.
What could it hurt? All right. Let's give it another go.
Oh, funny. Before long, a modest tower begins to rise from the pile of matchboxes. You place every box with the utmost delicacy and precision.
Easy, Uli.
It's holding. It's holding.
The higher the tower goes, the quieter the room seems to become. Aside from the occasional comment, the three of you are completely absorbed by the task. Oh my gosh,
Alright.
so good.
You go next, Stepan.
The The young man pushes back his shirt sleeves, revealing the pale flesh of his forearms. Say nothing.
Is it? He's holding. He's holding. Ah, shit.
No. We did so good, though. That was so good for a while.
It's alright, Steban. That was still very close. One of our best performances yet.
It's fine, Uli. That's enough parlor games for one night. We should clean up.
Well, that was fun. Yes, it's probably time for you to take your leave as well.
Wait a minute. If you don't mind, we wanted to get your opinion on something. A few little changes we've been thinking about.
What kind of changes?
Nothing too major, I think. We were talking potentially about relaxing some parts of our admissions process.
It probably would help if you didn't just make people go through a whole interview just to join.
That's interesting. I saw people loved group interviews.
I thought so too, but perhaps we overdid it. Just a little. There was another thing. We were also debating putting up some posters around town.
Though some of us maintain that advertising is an unacceptably bourgeois tactic.
Sounds like something Cindy could help with.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I guess no one could accuse Cindy of having a bourgeois aesthetic.
Plus, I've got the perfect place in mind. Put some more coffee on, Uli. We've got a long night ahead of us. We should probably get Cindy in here too. Oh, and Gendarme. One last thing. I've been thinking about what you asked before. About women, you know? Not that it's any of my business. But it sounds like this question is really tearing you up inside.
You're holding it together, somehow. Despite everything.
So, good luck with that, I guess. The gendarme...
Okay. So we can go back here tomorrow, I guess. Also get some more reading done in the meantime. That was super interesting. I've never ever talked to them before. I've never seen anyone else talk to them. So it's kind of cool that they actually, like... Because I thought the books were only purposeful for passing time, but it actually seems like there's a story-related purpose to them, which is super cool. I'm so excited we're gonna see Kim tomorrow.
Hello again, officers.
My
Have
scroll
you
is still
come to
broken.
admire my... Can't you... I haven't really... Yeah? Thanks.
Okay. So I can click exit. Alright, let's get the frick out of here so we can go to sleep and see Kim again. Why was it ceiling? Oh, because we put a point in rhetoric. I mean, our rhetoric still sucks, so that's not a big deal. I think this rhetoric is only for asking him for money, though, right? Cargo container door. Oh, I put a point in rhetoric again so we could try rolling for the container door again, too. Okay, that would actually be funny. Let's do that tomorrow. Alright, let me out of here so I can go home and sleep. Alright. 2:14. At 2 o'clock, everyone is asleep. Okay. I don't know if we can warp from here, though. Nope, we can't. When I get to the fisherman shacks to get to our free apartment. Now that we have money, maybe we can buy more books too. Okay, I can warp from here, yep. Alright. Time to go home. Reading the whole infra-materialism nonsense was pretty entertaining though. I mean, to be honest, it's actually like kind of similar to like religion, right? Because it's just like if you believe, then it can happen. And then it's like the excuse is like when things don't work out, it's like, oh, well, you didn't believe hard enough. Like it's your fault that things didn't turn out the way they were supposed to, right? I don't think I can click on these, right? I can't believe I failed this. My freaking hand-eye coordination is 5. Alright. No more dilly-dallying for now. Let's go the heck to sleep. The bed is comforting. If a bit run down, still you've earned a rest. Alright, let's turn on the voice acting in case we have another dream tonight, which we usually do. Alright. Go to sleep.
The bed underneath you is soft, if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the hut, then grow distant to your ear. In the quiet hum of the organic heater, you fall asleep.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
Dark Shore, my butt. I know what this is.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately? Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people and then forgets about it.
I don't care. That doesn't scare me. Okay, I'm a murderer and that's bad. Who offs poor people? When did we do this? Did we do this at all? My favorite VCuber? Ha 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 ha.
Hear that? You are naive to think he's afraid of his bloodied hands. Soul brother. Oh no. I see inside his amygdala and his hippocampus. The thing he's really scared of is much, much worse than that.
What is it?
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad.
They're right. This is their function. To keep you from it.
Why are you doing this? I just want to sleep. I can almost see the dark.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream. The worst of them all.
The last dream?
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
And the air will smell of apricots.
Of hell. An ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental, there is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
Everything is so okay.
Doesn't sound like it'll be okay.
Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church.
Why the heck were we sleeping in the chair? Get up. Oh, okay. You're just taking a bit. Alright. Time to get out of here. Kim! Do you not hate me? I'm sorry. I can't wait to see his face. Kim, I miss you so much. I'm sorry for what happened. He's not here. Oh. Oh, you're invisible. Kim, are you okay? Kim, my friend. No, you're broken. No, my friend is broken. Ah! Okay, hold on. Let's try if I walk out and walk back. Walk in and walk back out. If it'll fix. Oh boy. Oh, Kim, be okay. Oh. Oh, he's okay. Okay, okay. Kim, my friend.
Yes?
Okay. I guess everything's okay. Oh man. I wonder what he left to do. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do next? Oh, we can talk to Plaisance and the Dice Maker. And talk to Hardy and the pigs about... Well, we'll talk to Hardy about the pigs. Quote unquote the pigs. Okay, let's warp there. Make it easy on us. Dang, I was kind of expecting us to have some sort of dialogue with Kim, but I guess not.
Yes?
Okay. Whatevs. Alright, Kim, you're back at my side. I'm ready to do this.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Oh, I wish I could recheck this. I guess I have to put another point in authority. There's an old Catonic lady in the old fish market on the other side of the bay. She needs help.
What's that, Copper? You want us to help little old ladies now?
The big man laughs, nearly spinning out his beer.
You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction.
The lieutenant looks Titus in the eye.
Yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is? Wait. It's the pigs, isn't it?
Yep.
God. Poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle this. I think she got some family in Kurong or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints.
He pushes up his cap.
Hey,
Eugene
wasn't
interjects.
Everott's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something?
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. She have something of yours, Pig?
Titus gives him a beer salute and turns to you. Whatever you do, do not admit these punks. To these punks, you lost your gun. You will suffer if you do. Nope, she didn't have anything of mine.
No? Well, whatever then,
No.
Copper.
Titus chugs his beer down and wipes his mouth.
No. They totally said what it was. What was it? Anyone remember?
He's still thinking it over in the corner.
I don't remember. I was fucking drunk.
The tattooed man scratches his head with his knuckles.
Let me know if you figure it out back there. Now, Anything else we can help you with?
The big man says, turning to you, what's her name?
Auntie LaPlante. We always called her. Something LaPlante.
He takes off his cap and scratches his head.
Marianne, amigo.
He says, pouring himself another drink. Marianne Amigo LaPlante. Marianne Amigo LaPlante. I just realized what that was saying.
Be anything else you wanted to know?
The big guy nods, drinking his toast. Who was she?
Was. Like before. Just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never come to visit. Never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. She did right by lots of us when we were kids. Always was a little off, but still.
He swirls his beer. The children kept her together. Oh, that's sad. How'd she get like this?
Wanted to be a cop, you mean? Well, she...
He furrows his brow in thought.
Shit. I don't actually know. Anyone know why she started acting like a pig?
No fucking clue.
The student man shouts.
It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig?
Someone who wanted to set the world right before it ends. Everything of that. More like who wouldn't. Cool uniforms, fast machines, packing heat. Sign me up. Law enforcement is respectable occupation, sir. I can't but feel partially responsible for the unhealthy culture that poor women latch onto. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't. Because I'm not fucking stupid, Polizonte.
Yeah, Carl. That's some pretty fucking weird shit to say. The pigs level weird.
The big man shrugs.
But whatever gets you through the day.
Okay, whatever. They just think I'm weird. Where did she get all her cop gear?
I know.
Titus says, shrugging.
She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach.
Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it.
Thanks for helping out with this one, Titus.
No problem, old cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez. Ain't that right, boys?
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on these streets.
Eugene raises his glass in toast. Found someone who saw the hanging, a witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
The tall man crosses his arms on his chest.
That's just cop tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already roll on the others, and he's in witness protection.
My witness isn't a local.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
Titus scratches the back of his head and asks. He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised. What should we say here? Let's just say he's a high-ranking government official and leave it at that.
Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town.
Titus looks over his shoulders to his men.
Try, right?
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate.
He turns to you.
Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
Let's see. The witness said the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah. It's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets.
He says provokingly.
What's with the cowbells, policeman?
Dang, they somehow wormed their way out of it. Somehow. Try something else if you can.
Arabagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there.
The witness said it looked like it's a real play.
Those flaccid MI cocks with their culture language. Everything's a surreal play or sublime whatever. Doesn't mean anything.
The man spits on the ground angrily.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem?
The little guy addresses everyone and no one.
We didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky, It's Shanky, right?
Doesn't wait for
I
an
thought
answer.
there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
He writes in his notebook.
Some witness. I pulled the same shit. Came up with some shit, then went and said it to people. Get a reaction. Don't have to go to cop school to try that.
You don't have to go to school for shit. I never went to school, and I'm doing great.
You're doing a hell of a job, man. Hell of a job.
Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to them, but they have to be fretting a little. Everyone is afraid of witnesses. Witness is a scary word. Oh my gosh, please. 42. Found a witness. Okay, okay. So we got another plus there. Okay, okay. So we gotta, let's, boost our authority in any way we can. And we can take some speed too for that. Okay, let's put down our silly flashlight and our freaking multi-tool. Okay, so authority. Authority. Minus authority, darn. Okay, it's just the cap. Bonus from thoughts. Where are we getting a minus of authority? Oh, caustic echo. I think we can forget this. Minus suggestion, cyber warfare. Enduring moves of taxation. We could try the Wompty Dumpty Dom Center. I think it's quick enough. Do I want to forget this though? I feel like it might be important later. I don't know if they actually do anything later, though. Attacking physical objects heals damage. Pain threshold, thick skin. We don't really need anti-object task force because our physique is high. Pain threshold. Yeah, we're at 7. Our pain threshold is super high, so I think I'm okay with getting rid of this. Okay. Forget. Then let's add Humpty Dumpty Dom Center. Just so we can get through that thought, and I'm curious as to what is going on there. Okay, so we want to take speed, probably. Yeah, we're keeping that thought. So, Psyche, Pyrrolidon, Motorix, and Psyche. Our morale's pretty high. Yeah, sure. We'll just take this. Pop that one. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm ready for this. I think. Authority. Let's do it.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Yeah, Psyche. Alright, 58, please, for the love of... Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, finally. I remember we tried this so many times. As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, and spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar? Where have I seen this before? I believe the place is called Precinct 41. It is also filled with almost exclusively men, sitting on a desk, talking stuff, and wasting time. I get it, Titus. You really are the authority around. You guys are really... You guys... sorry, excuse me. You guys really are the authority around here.
Oh.
You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your D's in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
He leans in. Not quite there yet. Push on. No. I got so drunk, I drove my car into the sea. I don't give a boo either, just like you guys. No, I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping people. I have a beer problem, but not a problem with beer. I also have no idea how to do my job like you.
Speak for yourself, buddy.
He puts the beer down.
We've been giving a shit for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here.
He turns to you.
We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffiti removal.
He turns to Titus.
All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
He picks the beer back up. Don't let him drink that. One more push, quick. It's not about who did it. It's about the victim. She needs help. Someone's been raped. She needs counseling. We need to talk to her.
Titus?
He looks at her. She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You've got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You want to help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her. But you treat her with respect.
If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
Titus taps his chin with his fist.
What is her name?
Lieutenant takes out his notes.
Glacia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde.
Titus just his cap.
I'm on due with an O-U.
The girl upstairs? That can't be her. Remember what you said to her? You told her you want to have... Oh my gosh. Composure 8 and look at all the minuses. Said you don't even remember being a cop. Said you don't remember reality. Said I want to boop with you. Said you're a superstar cop. Glossier?
Yeah.
Ow.
Blonde. Tall. 2 rooms over from yours.
Oh no, I ruined it. Ah! Oh my gosh, if we say this, it's probably gonna go down too. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we did it! So lucky. You explicitly add cool after the victim's name, but no one notices. Your spine is too dang straight, and none of these people would ever suspect you've met her. What was her relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Something is off here. His anger is possessive.
It was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
When did the rape happen?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again.
He crushes his
So what
half-empty
does
beer
it
can.
matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
He turns to Glenn.
Here you go, boss.
The tall blonde throws him a can. Titus cracks it open. What is your relationship with her? What is your relationship? He looks around and uncommon silence fills the room.
How well do you know her?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
Well enough, Copper. We party. She's been here for a few months.
He crosses his arms. He tries to make it sound real casual. The muscles on his neck tighten. So she's not from around here?
You mean Revachol? Nah. She's an immigrant. Or a drifter of some sort. Been staying here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble.
The fat guy blurts out.
She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Shut up, Angie.
He slaps his
She
forehead.
doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it. And what's up with the partying she and Titus did? It's not fun. You said partied. What did you mean?
What do you think I meant?
Sex, drugs, and karaoke?
Yes, yes, and no. Got something to say about it?
He looks you straight in the eye. So you're saying the two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all.
He says matter-of-factly.
I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now. I think I know her. I think you will talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
He points his beer can at you. Okay. Alright. Speak to the assault victim. Go upstairs and knock on door number 3 to talk to this post-victim of the hangman. See what she has to say to you. Ooh-wee. Alright. It is getting late. And I have been streaming for about 4 hours now. I think this is a good place to stop. We have a lot of things to do now that Kim is back. And I'm so happy that I'm not here by myself. And he doesn't hate me. And he's going to talk to me. Oh. Is it time yet, though? Ooh, it's time. Oh my gosh, it's time. Mysterious door scene. There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it, a bronze key. Someone's hid a key in the bush. Point at the window.
Huh?
The big guy looks behind him. I need you guys to hand the key to me. Can you let me sight so I can grab the thing?
I don't know about that.
The tattooed man yawned.
I'm comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help right now.
And settled more comfortably on the bench.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. Good fucking luck with that. The Hawthorne's got a bitch of a bite.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table to you. Thanks, Theo. The key is brash. Workshop spare is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in?
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Wonder what doors does it open? Does anyone know why this key was hanging out in the right direction? Thank you.
Don't thank me. I don't give 2 shits about your key.
The old man takes out his pack of chewing tobacco. There's a silence around this man's words. Unlike Titus, they're afraid of him. That's the type of respect he commands. Does anyone know why this key was hanging out right outside the union box window?
Didn't even know it was there. Boys.
The man looks at the key in your hand and then around the room.
No idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
I wonder what it opens.
It could open the door in the kitchen.
Hmm.
The blue door. It says workshop spare. Maybe there's a workshop there?
Well, I said I was going to end the stream, but now we've come to a big mystery. Let's see if it works. You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You feel immediately drawn to the color. The blue is for mystery. Try the workshop spare on the key door. The key fits in this dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years, but then the lock clicks. Dust rises before you like mist. A tomb haunted by regal spirits from distant ages. No, smells like engine grease and cutwood. Workshop. Ooh, we can go inside now. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now I have to stop because otherwise we're just going to keep going. But yeah, so that was Disco Elysium. We're getting through the day. This is day 5. Oh man, so much stuff to do. I'm glad I'm setting aside time to finish this game because we're almost getting to the end and we've been discovering new things every time, so that's been really exciting. But yeah, so thank you all for watching the stream. I will be back next time, and yeah, see you all in the next one. Bye.